My child, before you move away from this video, listen to me for just a moment. I know you've been praying and hearing nothing. You've been asking, and the silence feels heavy. And deep inside, you're wondering, God, are you still there? I am here, and I need you to stay with me until the end. My child, I see the questions you never speak out loud. I see how you smile for others, but when you are alone, your heart feels tired. You've prayed in faith. You've waited in patience. You've trusted even when it was hard, and still, the silence remains. You begin to wonder if you did something wrong, if I am disappointed in you, if you are being ignored. Listen to me carefully, my child. My silence is not rejection. My quiet does not mean absence. Sometimes, the deepest work I do happens when you hear nothing at all. My child, when I am silent, it is because I am drawing you deeper, not to what I can give you, but to who I am. If I answered every prayer immediately, you would follow the answers, not the relationship. In the silence, your faith grows roots. In the quiet, your trust becomes real. In the waiting, your heart learns to rest in me. Do not confuse silence with delay, and never confuse delay with denial. I am working in ways you cannot see yet. My child, I know the silence makes you uncomfortable, because in the quiet, your thoughts become loud, your fears begin to speak, and doubt tries to tell you stories that are not true. It whispers, nothing is changing. It will always be this way. You have waited too long, but my child, silence is not where hope dies. Silence is where faith matures. You see, when I am silent, I am teaching you how to walk without holding on to signs, without demanding proof, without needing constant reassurance. Because there will come a day when your faith must stand on its own. My child, remember this. I spoke to the storm with one word, but I allowed Lazarus to remain in the grave for 4 days. Not because I was late, not because I didn't care, but because what I was about to do required more than speed. Some miracles need timing. Some breakthroughs need preparation. And some blessings require you to become stronger before you receive them. You ask me, why do others move forward while I feel stuck? My child, you are not stuck. You are being positioned. I am removing what cannot go with you. I am strengthening what must remain. I am shaping your character so your future does not destroy you. What you call delay, I call protection. My child, if I answered you too soon, you would step into places your heart is not ready for. You would carry blessings without the wisdom to sustain them. So I slow you down, not to hurt you, but to prepare you. My child, do not rush away now. What I am about to tell you is what many never understand. Stay with me. When I am silent, I am teaching you how to trust me without understanding everything. Faith is not knowing what will happen. Faith is knowing who walks with you no matter what happens. And I have never left you. My child, you look at the silence and think nothing is happening. But I see roots growing beneath the surface. I see strength forming in places you didn't even know were weak. Trees that grow fast break easily, but trees that grow slowly stand firm in every storm. And you, my child, are being made strong. You are learning patience. You are learning surrender. You are learning to rest in me instead of fighting every battle alone. That lesson will carry you farther than you can imagine. My child, the silence will not last forever. I will speak again, and when I do, it will be clear. It will be powerful, and it will change everything. But until then, trust me here. Wait with me. Grow with me, my child. I know how heavy waiting can feel. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and you begin to wonder if this season will ever change. But listen to me now. Nothing you are walking through is without purpose. Not a single tear you've cried, not a single night you felt alone. I have counted them all. My child, there are blessings prepared for you that cannot reach you yet because you are still becoming who you need to be. I am not only preparing what is ahead of you, I am preparing you for what is ahead. What is coming will require peace. It will require wisdom. It will require a heart that no longer breaks under pressure. And that is why this season exists. You look back and think, I should be further by, nay. But my child, growth is not always visible. Sometimes the most important progress happens on the inside. You are learning to trust me when nothing makes sense. You are learning to obey without seeing the outcome. That kind of faith moves heaven. My child, there will come a moment when you look back at this silence and understand it was necessary. You will see how it protected you, how it redirected you, how it saved you from paths that would have hurt you deeply. What feels like delay today will become gratitude tomorrow. My child, do not measure your life by what you see right now. Some of the greatest victories are still forming. I am aligning things you cannot control. I am opening doors you cannot see yet. I am moving hearts on your behalf without you ever knowing. Rest in that truth. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. My child, when I speak again, it will not be in confusion. It will not be in doubt. It will be in peace. And you will know this season shaped you instead of breaking you. You will walk forward stronger than before, calmer than before, wiser than before. And you will say, He was with me the entire time. My child, stay close to me, even in the silence, especially in the silence, because I am still working and I am not finished with you. My child, there is something important I want you to understand now. Silence does not mean I am distant from you. In fact, I am often closest when you hear me the least, because in silence, your heart learns to listen without noise, without distractions, without expectations. And that is where true intimacy is formed. My child, you have been asking me for clarity, but before clarity comes alignment. You want answers, but I desire surrender. Not because I want to take from you, but because I want to give you more than you are asking for. You see, my child, many people want my blessings, but few are willing to trust me when the path is unclear. You are different. You stayed when it was quiet. You waited when it was uncomfortable. You chose faith even when emotions failed you. That matters more than you know. My child, I am teaching you how to live without being controlled by fear. Fear needs noise. Fear needs urgency. Fear needs constant reassurance. But peace grows in silence. And I am giving you peace that the world cannot take away. You wonder sometimes, why do I feel separated from others, my child? This season has been isolating because not everyone can walk where I am leading you. Some people were meant to walk with you for a moment. Others were meant to teach you something before stepping away. Do not grieve what I removed. I only take away what would slow you down. My child, your life is not falling apart. It is falling into place. What looks like loss is actually space being created for something new, something better, something aligned with who you are becoming. You are becoming stronger in ways that cannot be measured. Stronger in patience. Stronger in wisdom. Stronger in discernment. And soon, you will thank me for not answering too quickly. My child, stay here with me a little longer. There is still more your heart needs to hear, my child. You have carried more than you ever showed. You learned how to be strong because you felt you had no other choice. You kept going when no one noticed. You kept believing when no one encouraged you. And I want you to hear this clearly now. I saw everything. My child, there were moments when you almost gave up. Not because you were weak, but because you were tired of hoping. Tired of waiting. Tired of explaining your faith to people who never understood your silence. But you stayed, and staying is an act of faith. You see, my child, many walk with me when they feel me strongly, but very few remain when they must trust me quietly. That is why this season has been shaping you in ways words cannot explain. My child, I am teaching you how to live without needing approval, how to stand firm, even when others misunderstand you. Soon you will walk into rooms with calm instead of anxiety, with confidence instead of fear. Not because everything around you changed, but because you changed. You think you are behind, but you are not. I do not measure time the way you do. What feels slow to you is precise to me. Nothing is late. Nothing is missing. Nothing is forgotten. My child, there is a strength forming in you that will carry others someday. Your pain is not wasted. Your waiting is not empty. Your silence has a purpose. You are being prepared to comfort others with the same comfort I am giving you now. And when you speak of this season later, you will not speak with bitterness. You will speak with understanding. You will say, "That was the moment I learned how to trust God without seeing the way, my child." Do not rush what is unfolding. Stay with me. There is still one more truth your heart must receive. My child, there is a future waiting for you that looks nothing like your fears. What you imagined falling apart was actually being rearranged. I was closing doors quietly so you wouldn't feel the shock. I was redirecting you gently so your heart would not break. And now, you are standing closer to where you belong. My child, you do not need to prove yourself anymore. You do not need to rush your healing. You do not need to compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is sacred. Your timing is intentional. Your story is unfolding exactly as it should. There will come a day when peace settles in your heart without effort. You will wake up and feel lighter. Not because everything is perfect, but because you finally trust me fully. That peace will be your confirmation. My child, I know you have asked me, when will it happen? And I tell you this gently, when you are no longer afraid of it not happening. When your heart learns to rest in me instead of waiting on outcomes, that is when doors open effortlessly. You will recognize that moment. It will not come with noise. It will come with clarity. You will simply know this is it. My child, what is coming will require a steady heart, and you are becoming steady. What is coming will require wisdom, and you are learning wisdom. What is coming will require humility and strength together, and you are growing in both. You are not being delayed, you are being refined. Gold is not rushed, diamonds are not formed overnight, and you, my child, are more precious than both. Stay here with me a little longer. There is still more your soul needs to hear, my child. Now, I want you to breathe with me for a moment, slowly, without rushing your thoughts, without trying to fix anything. Just be here. You have spent so long trying to understand everything, trying to make sense of pain, trying to control outcomes. But my child, peace does not come from understanding. Peace comes from trusting, and trust is growing in you. There were days when your faith felt small, when you thought, I don't feel strong enough. But faith was never about feeling strong. It was always about staying close, and you stayed. My child, do you know why the silence changed you? Because in the silence, you learned how to hear my presence instead of my voice. You learned how to recognize me, not by answers, but by peace. And that kind of knowing cannot be taken from you. Soon, when life becomes loud again, you will not panic, because you have learned how to carry calm within you. Storms will come. Questions will arise, but your heart will remain steady. Because now you know I am with you, even when I am quiet. My child, you are no longer who you were when this season began. You are softer where you were hard, stronger where you were fragile, wiser where you once rushed, and most importantly, you are anchored. Do not underestimate what this season has given you. It has given you depth. It has given you discernment. It has given you intimacy with me. These are treasures few ever receive. My child, everything ahead of you will be touched by what you learned here. Your decisions, your relationships, your prayers. You will move differently now. Not from fear, but from peace. Stay with me just a little longer. We are approaching the moment your heart has been waiting for. My child, there is a quiet confidence forming in you now. Not the kind that needs to be seen, not the kind that needs approval, but the kind that knows you are held, even when nothing around you is certain. You no longer need answers to feel secure. You no longer need signs to keep walking, because something deeper has settled within you. Trust, my child. Many people spend their lives searching for reassurance outside of themselves, but you have learned something rare. You have learned how to come to me without demands, without timelines, without conditions. And that changes everything. The silence you feared has now become your refuge. When the world rushes, you remain steady. When others panic, you breathe. That is not weakness. That is maturity. My child, you are now able to wait without anxiety, to hope without desperation, to love without fear of loss. These are signs that healing has taken root. Soon, you will notice that people feel safe around you. They will not know why, but they will sense your calm. They will sense your patience. They will sense my presence resting on your life. And through you, I will reach them. My child, this season was not meant to isolate you forever. It was meant to prepare you quietly. What you carry now will one day bring peace to someone else's chaos. Do not rush ahead. Do not look back with regret. Remain here. Remain grounded. Remain close. There is still one final truth your heart must receive before we close this moment together. My child, what you are feeling right now is not emptiness. It is space. Space where fear once lived. Space where worry used to shout. Space where control once tried to rule your heart. And now, that space is being filled with peace. My child, this is what happens when you stop fighting the silence and begin to rest inside it. You are no longer desperate for answers. You are no longer anxious for movement. You are present, and presence is where I meet you most clearly. You once thought you needed everything to change before you could feel okay, but now you understand. Peace does not wait for circumstances. Peace flows from trust, and trust has taken root in you. My child, do not be surprised if the things that once disturbed you no longer have power over you. Old triggers will feel smaller. Old fears will feel distant. Old worries will lose their voice. Not because life became easy, but because your heart became anchored. You are learning to respond instead of react, to listen instead of panic, to wait instead of rush. That is wisdom. My child, many people never reach this place. They stay restless, always searching, always running. But you stayed still, and in stillness, you found me. There will be moments ahead when life tries to pull you back into old patterns. When that happens, return here. Return to this quiet confidence. Return to this knowing. Return to me. My child, nothing you walked through was wasted. Not the confusion, not the tears, not the waiting. It all shaped the strength you now carry. Stay here with me a little longer. We are not finished yet. My child, now notice how different your heart feels from when you first began listening. Nothing dramatic happened around you. No sudden answers fell from the sky, and yet, something within you shifted. That is the quiet work of trust. My child, you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to everyone. You no longer feel pressured to justify your pace, your choices, your season, because you know who is guiding you, and that knowing is enough. There was a time when uncertainty frightened you, when not knowing felt unbearable. But now, uncertainty has softened, because you have learned that I walk ahead of you even when you cannot see the road. My child, The silence taught you how to listen inwardly, not to fear, not to doubt, but to wisdom. That inner steadiness you feel is not from you alone. It is my presence settling into your life. Soon, you will notice that decisions feel clearer, not because you have all the information, but because you have peace. And peace is a greater guide than certainty. My child, you will still face choices. You will still encounter challenges. But now, you will face them differently. Without panic, without haste, without losing yourself. You will pause. You will breathe. You will remember. Remember this feeling. Remember this calm. Remember this grounding. Because this is where strength lives, not in noise, not in urgency, but in quiet confidence. My child, you are becoming someone who carries light quietly, not needing attention, not demanding recognition, simply being. And that kind of presence changes lives. Stay with me a little longer. There is still more unfolding within you. My child, there is a quiet purpose awakening in you now. Not a loud calling, not a rushing urgency, but a steady knowing that your life has meaning even in ordinary moments. You are beginning to understand that purpose is not always found in big stages or grand movements. Sometimes purpose is found in how you listen, in how you respond, in how you love quietly when no one is watching. And you are learning that well. My child, you once believed that your value depended on what you achieved. But now, you are learning that your value has always existed because you are mine. Nothing you do adds to it. Nothing you fail takes away from it. That truth is settling into your soul. Soon, you will notice that comparison loses its grip on you. You will celebrate others without feeling behind. You will bless journeys that look different from yours, because you are no longer measuring your worth against timelines that were never meant for you. My child, this freedom is one of the greatest gifts the silence gave you. Freedom from pressure, freedom from proving, freedom from chasing validation. You are learning how to live from peace instead of striving. There will be moments ahead when opportunities appear, not forced, not rushed. They will feel natural, aligned, right. And when they come, you will walk into them with humility and confidence together. My child, you are becoming someone who listens before speaking, who feels before reacting, who waits before moving. And because of that, your steps will be steady. Do not hurry what is forming. Do not doubt what is unfolding. You are exactly where you need to be. Stay with me. We are still walking. My child, now you are beginning to notice how your reactions have slowed. Things that once pulled you into conflict no longer control you. Not because you became cold, but because you became centered. You are learning that not every battle deserves your energy. Some moments are meant to be released, not resolved. And that wisdom is protecting your peace. My child, you used to think strength meant pushing harder. But now you know. True strength knows when to pause. True strength listens. True strength waits. True strength trusts. And you are growing strong in the right way. There will be people who misunderstand this change in you. They may say you are distant, different, too quiet. Let them speak. You are not withdrawing from life. You are anchoring yourself in truth. My child, your heart is becoming a place where calm lives naturally. Even when the world around you moves fast, demands answers, pushes urgency, you remain steady. That steadiness is not accidental. It was formed in the moments you chose faith over fear. Soon, you will notice that others feel safe around you. Not because you have solutions, but because you carry peace. And peace is contagious. My child, never underestimate what a calm soul can do in a restless world. You may not see it immediately, but your presence is already making a difference. Continue to walk gently. Continue to listen deeply. Continue to trust quietly. We are moving forward, step by step. My child, as your peace deepens, you will notice something new rising within you. Clarity. Not loud certainty, not rigid opinions, but a calm inner authority that guides you without force. You are beginning to trust your discernment. Not every voice will move you now. Not every opinion will shape you. You listen carefully, but you choose wisely, and that is maturity. My child, there was a time when you needed approval to feel secure, but now, security comes from alignment, not applause. You are learning to say yes without guilt, and no without fear. That freedom is changing how you walk through life. Soon, you will feel less pulled by distraction. You will recognize what drains you and what strengthens you. And you will choose accordingly, not out of selfishness, but out of stewardship of your soul. My child, this is how leaders are formed. Not through noise, not through pressure, but through patience, discernment, and faithfulness in quiet seasons. There will be moments when you are asked to speak, and when you do, your words will carry weight. Not because they are many, but because they come from truth. You are not becoming distant. You are becoming deliberate. Every step, every choice, every pause, and I am walking with you through it all. Stay close. We are still unfolding what lies ahead. My child, there will come moments when you are asked to wait, even though you feel ready. Do not mistake waiting for denial. Waiting is preparation in disguise. You are being shaped, not just for where you are going, but for who you must become to remain there with peace. What is forming in you now cannot be rushed. My child, I am teaching you how to move without anxiety, how to grow without comparison, how to trust without demanding proof. These lessons will protect you later in ways you cannot yet see. There will be seasons when others move faster than you. Do not let speed confuse you. Growth that lasts is often quiet at first. Roots grow in silence before fruit is seen, and your roots are growing deep. My child, you may feel invisible at times, unnoticed, uncelebrated. But hear me clearly. Nothing formed in obedience is ever unseen by me. I see every step, every surrender, every moment you chose faith when fear offered shortcuts. Soon, you will understand why you had to learn patience before responsibility, why humility came before recognition, Why silence came before influence. It was protection. It was love. My child, carry this season gently. Do not despise its slowness. Do not question its value. What is coming will require the strength you are building now. Stay with me. The journey is still unfolding. My child, as you wait, do not think you are standing still. You are being aligned. Every quiet moment, every unanswered question, every pause you did not choose, it is all gently guiding you into the right place at the right time. You are learning to recognize my voice not just in clarity, but in calm. When something is not meant for you, your spirit will feel unsettled. When something is aligned, there will be peace, even if it stretches you. Trust that feeling. My child, there was a time you feared missing your purpose, but purpose does not pass you by. It walks with you, and now you are beginning to walk with it consciously. You no longer chase doors. You no longer force outcomes. You prepare your heart, and you wait for doors that open without resistance. This patience will save you from many regrets. My child, your obedience in small, unseen choices is shaping a future stronger than you imagine. Faithfulness in quiet moments creates stability when visibility comes. There will be a day when others ask, "How did you stay grounded?" And you will know. It was built here, in the waiting, in the listening, in the trust. My child, do not fear what is ahead. You are not walking into it alone. I go before you. I walk beside you, and I remain within you. Stay close. We are not finished yet, my child. There will be moments ahead when life feels unfamiliar again. New responsibilities, new expectations, new terrain. Do not fear that feeling. Unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. It simply means you are growing. You are learning now how to carry peace into new environments. Not peace that depends on comfort, but peace that remains even when comfort disappears. That kind of peace will steady you where others feel overwhelmed. My child, you will soon realize that you no longer panic when things change. You observe, you adjust, you trust, because your foundation is no longer built on what stays the same. It is built on me. There will be moments when people look to you for reassurance, not because you have all the answers, but because your presence feels grounded. That is influence formed quietly. My child, do not underestimate how powerful calm obedience is. It speaks louder than rushed ambition. It opens doors that force never could, and you are learning to move this way naturally. When challenges arise, you will not collapse inward. You will stand. You will breathe. You will remember who walks with you, and that remembrance will carry you through. My child, everything you are becoming is preparing you for what is coming next. Not to impress others, not to prove anything, but to serve with wisdom, lead with humility, and love without fear. Stay with me. The road ahead is opening, step by step. My child, as the path opens before you, you will notice a new courage within. Not the kind that shouts, not the kind that demands attention, but a calm courage that allows you to move forward, even when certainty is incomplete. You are learning that courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means you no longer let fear decide your steps. You acknowledge it, and then you walk anyway. That is faith in motion. My child, there will be moments when responsibility feels heavy, when others lean on you, when decisions carry weight. Remember this. You were prepared for this quietly. Nothing is being asked of you that you are not shaped to carry. You will speak less, but when you speak, your words will be steady. You will act slowly, but when you act, your steps will be firm. This balance will keep you grounded when pressure increases. My child, do not seek control. Seek alignment. Control exhausts the soul. Alignment restores it. And you are learning to move in harmony with what I am doing in your life. There will be moments when you must choose integrity over convenience. Those choices may feel costly at first, but they will preserve your peace, and peace is worth protecting. My child, you are becoming someone others can rely on. Not because you promise everything, but because you walk faithfully. Consistency, born from trust, is rare, and it will set you apart. Stay with me. We are still moving forward together.